So back again, it didn't take long, so literally all I had to do was drill out that hole that was there and put in the riv nut. So as you can see, it's basically just it's a thread. It's like a big ass thread on it. And just to show you the difference, like you get your screw, well actually I'll show you, what I'll do is, I will strip out, I'll do it one hand, strip out the tech screw on the one that's already there, just to show you what I mean. So I've got the tech screw in, like that, right? And when if you over tighten it, let me get her on there. Yeah, so basically now the tech screw is spinning inside the thread, alright? So to counter it, like I said, I've put a riv nut up in the side. So everything 10 mil. I'll put the 10 mil up in the hole. As you can see, now I've got a threaded hole, so I can mount this mount straight to the chassis using a threaded hole, so I can do it up nice and tight, and I won't have to worry about it. Yeah, right, yeah. So instead of tech screwing like they did with the previous one or the previous owner, we're going to put riv nuts in all the these holes. They take a couple more minutes, but basically you don't have to worry about stripped out bloody riv nuts, stripped out tech screws, and we'll riv nut it in there. So when I get a minute, I got another camera, I'll hook up a camera and I'll show you exactly how a riv nut is installed. So instead of using tech screws, and if you haven't got the available mounting screws like these ones here I've already got from the factory, so it'll all be bolted under, because basically the fuel lines that are going into the Corolla are twice the size of the standard ones, basically because we're running the turbo engine instead of the KE. Yeah boy, bit of nut in the arvo. So yeah, so basically now I could use that riv nut hole with the threaded hole. So instead of tapping threads and shit like that, just use the riv nut. It once you get them, it's contagious. You just keep using them as much as you can, because it saves using, like I said, that tech screw now, like I showed you, is stripped out. I'll put a techie on there again. See? Basically it's stripped the null because it over tightened. Now if it's over tightened and it does that, vibrations and that from the track, not the dirt track, because this will be the bitumen one, it'll shake them loose, and the next minute you'll have fuel lines dragging on the ground. So putting riv nuts in like we did up here, it's basically going to stop it, because the thread will not come out. Well, yeah, you can Loctite it. It's basically putting a thread into a flat plate. So yeah, there you see that, and we'll jump in later once we got the this fuel line up and the other fuel line in, and then we got the brake line that goes from up here, which is from the hydro handbrake, to the front up here, and it yeah, because it basically runs dual calipers on the back, which I'll give you a quick look at now while I got the tyre off. So it's got a dual caliper. So basically it's 4-wheel disc brake converted from the old 2, because these only come out with disc brake on the front, not on the rear. So I've got disc brake on the front, but on the back we got the R31 Skyline diff, and it's got dual calipers. So basically the handbrake will operate one of those, and your foot will operate the other one. So it's a separate system, it's more reactive. It doesn't take pressure away from your brake pedal, which the other single setup does. So yeah, so she's coming together, and I'll jump back once I've done those fuel lines. But yeah, basically, like I said, due to the autocross being cancelled because of the stupid frickin' coronavirus, the rally car's been pushed out of the shed so that we can get into the race car, which, if you've been watching and you've looked back at the other ones, this one's the one that's got all the good stuff in it. So yeah, so we'll get into it and we'll come back. Alright, there, thanks for watching that. Now you know what a riv nut is. Yeah, you'll go riv nut life instead of tech screws. Alright, thank you and